right, so for the blade adjustment in these here, you got this screw here, so you loosen up this lock nut, and this screw here is actually screwed into the blade. So what's going to end up happening here is we're gonna be pushing up against, there's an Allen in here, so we're going to be pushing this blade out to adjust it, but at the same time we're going to want to loosen this out a little bit. So we're going to pull the head of this bolt out just a little bit here to give us that wiggle room, and we don't need to move it much because we're aiming for 10 thou here. And on the same thing on the other side here. And the way is, if you run out of adjustment here with this Allen, so you see here this Allen is buried in there pretty good. I don't know if we can see if I turn the light on here, you can see that Allen is buried in pretty good here. So what we're going to do is we're going to back out that Allen, and then we're going to go ahead and back this out a little bit so we get more adjustment out of it. There you go. And if we back that up just a little bit, yeah, just so there's a little space on the back side there. There you go. So now when we tighten that up, it comes down, and you always want to check it going backwards with the, yeah, and then you check it across on all of them, because odds are there's going to be one that's going to touch somewhere.
Did it hit?
See this one here?
Oh yeah.
So that middle one's hidden. So we're going to adjust it. So we're going to aim for adjusting it for this one here. So what we're going to do, yeah, just tighten that in.
Which one's it? This one?
So it's this one right here. Yeah. So we go ahead a little bit more, and then make sure you back up the other one to make up for it. Yeah, so we're not fighting against each other. So back that one up a little. Okay. All right. So it's not touching anymore. So all right. So we're gonna keep going back on all of them.
Hitting here.
So we're hitting here. So we're gonna do the same thing on this one here.
So we got to tighten that.
Take the pressure off that a little bit. No.
Pretty good for the.
All right, so we'll just keep doing. The goal is to go all the way back and not hear any. See, I'm touching over here now, so let's suck this one in a little bit. We'll pull that one in a little, just a tad bit. Okay, that's good right there. So let's just, for now, we'll just go by sound until we get a full rotation without feeling it or hearing it.
Right.
So this one here,
Yeah.
this one, all right. So let's go ahead and you're gonna. All right, it's not touching anymore. All right, so now that we did a full rotation without hearing it touch, we're gonna put that spacer right in here. We put the gap, and then we're just gonna do that. We're gonna go all the way around one full rotation. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the next blade. Our next one, there's 3 on every. Next one. And I always like doing this backwards, because if it's tight, it will cut the gauge in half.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's only catching the gauge
And
where I've got it sticking below.
It's a little safer for your fingers going backwards.
Yeah.
And you can still pinch them, but all right. And then we'll switch places so I can rotate. we got that one. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, so we're real tight there, so that's good. So now what we want to do is we're going to tighten this one and this one, just hand tight, and these two as well. So one on this side, and then we're going to do the same thing all over again with the gap, with the spacer. And what that does is it seats the blade more where it's going to be. And then that one here. And then we're going to do that same thing all over again, because it could change the blade location. Alright, so I don't hear it making any noise. We'll do the same thing. Put that spacer in here. Alright, next one. 1, 2, 3. 1. Alright, let's switch places. Alright, that takes care of that one. So now we're going to go ahead and tighten the rest of these up top, and again just by hand. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and just lightly, we don't want to put pressure on these, just like a stopgap right here. So we just want to just tighten it till it's snug, and then put the lock down and tighten the lock. And then we do the same thing with the other one, just turn it till it's, there you go. We do the same thing over here. Alright, then we'll spin the rotor again, just to make sure there's no noise. And I don't check it with the gap at this point, it's just to make sure that nothing tweaked. And then we repeat the same step for the blade in the back. It's a little bit harder to get to it, but it's the exact same step on the back side.